So the real quick story about Force is that it's inspired by the Gladiator movie with Russell Crowe and so on, but there's no Russell Crowe here, that's only your friends. And you play it co-oply, and basically you fight for recognition to win your freedom. So you're enslaved to fight as a gladiator, and you have to win your freedom with your friends. It looks like Diablo, but it's way more like an arcade RPG because you complete levels like in Crash Bandicoot, and you have to avoid damage much more, and it's dual stick controlled or mouse and keyboard with WSD, so it's much more action and evade based. Well, basically we started at a university and we've never finished our education. We found out that we could just move into a classroom and people wouldn't notice us, and basically we stayed there for 7 months without anybody from the university discovering us. And one day we sat there in our boxer shorts, brushing our teeth early one morning, and a random lecturer went into the room and said, "What's going on here?" And she immediately ordered us to move out, and we had nowhere to go, so we basically rented a big house to move in together, all of us. The problem was that while we had our Kickstarter, it opened up for the UK, so really a lot of good projects went on there, and we had like an unknown IP and we weren't big, so we had to like find something else to do, so we didn't really target the normal games magazines. We went on social channels with a big, like a cartoon of how our development process has been. And then more than 1 million people saw that, and then we were funded. It was on national TV in Denmark and in the big newspapers and things like that, so it was so awesome. It has been an emotional ride because sometimes you've made a stupid mechanic and you think your game is shit, but then you're at these conventions and people are actually buying it and enjoying it, and that's the best thing in the world. Well, we really want to have like a shared thing in the game, and that became the orb. We started with like shared mana and shared energy and shared healing or health. But that was really not that cool. So we found this more easy thing to see, and then we went for that. The orb, it's really hard to explain. It's like a reverse football where you call it around, and it's one button, and then it floats to your character, and then you have to sort of activate a lot of shrines and objects and pick up things in the game with that mechanic. It really makes you communicate a lot with your team, and I think that's really cool. It's different in each of the trials, so there's like a new puzzle or a new way to use it in each trial, and there's like 25 trials, so there's a lot of different stuff to do with the orb, and I think that's really cool. So we really wanted to make the puzzles as part of the action, but we also wanted to have 3 or 4 really puzzle-ish games, because we realized once people are sitting down cooperatively solving puzzles, they are really enjoying it. They're talking a lot with each other, and I think that's cool. So we have like 3 or 4 really hard puzzles in there. It's available on Mac, Linux, and PC, and you can get it on early release on Steam right now, but it will be released in 24th of October, and then it's also going to be on Wii U, and hopefully next-gen consoles as well. It is actually on early access. It launched yesterday, so it's really fresh.
How much is it?
Early release is a discount on $13. And I think release price will be around 15. Yeah.